In this lecture, we will see how switching activity influence the complex gates. There are two parameters. One is topology, another one is statistical timing behavior. Okay, so here we will see the switching activity, how it will influence. So we want to find out why we are concentrating on switching activities. If we know the switching activity, we can come to know the power dissipation. So the power dissipation is depends upon the switching activity, and it is also depends upon the energy. So here I am considering two parameters. One is energy, the another one is power. So here we will see how energy is coming to the picture. Let there are total n of n combinations. Okay, that is, this is the number of transitions occurs. The number of transitions occurs in the time period 0 to n, because timing behavior, that is why I have considered the time period. Okay, so n of n is the total number of transitions. Okay, because when it is going to be 0 to VDD, then only this, the circuit operation is going to be taking place. So in this, how many number of transitions are going to be taking place in the time period 0 to n. So when the time period is going to be 0 to n, we are supposed to calculate the average. Okay, so power dissipation in average. So the next term, that is nothing but the, so in this case, how much energy is going to be drawn. So if you will see how much energy is going to be drawn, energy we are going to be represent with n, and it is going to be total for n. That is why E of energy of n is equal to CL into VDD square, and this n of n we have. Now we are supposed to be calculate what? The average power. So this n divided by n combinations. So here it is going to be limit, because the n value is going to be as maximum as possible, or directly it is going to be a large value. That is why limit n tending to the large value, that is infinity, En divided by n into the frequency. So f is the clock frequency. So already we know the En divided by n. Okay, because E of n we know that very well, because we want to know the, this will gives the average value. So n divided by n. So here I have CL VDD square, because it let full this factor is going to be switching activity, that is nothing but alpha. Switching activity alpha. So P average is equal to alpha CL VDD square. Alpha is nothing but the n of n divided by n. So this how the average P power dissipation average is going to be depends upon the switching activity. Now we will move to the next one, that is power dissipation. Okay, based upon, here we have two types of loads. One is load capacitance, two types of capacitances. One is load capacitances. Another one what we are supposed to be concentrate is if there is any internal node capacitances are presence. So the power dissipation occurs in internal load capacitances along with the load capacitances. We will see in this topic. I have considered a circuit. Okay, here I have 3 PMOSes, and here I have 3 NMOS circuits. Okay, Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, Q5, Q6. So here between Q4 and Q5, okay, I have developed a node, and that node is connected to the capacitor C1. I have taken one more node between Q5 and Q6, and it is going to be connected to the another capacitor C2. So here I have two additional capacitances C1 and C2 along with the load capacitance. So if I want to calculate the switching activity, the power dissipation with respect to the switching activity, so first I have to concentrate on this load. So power dissipation with respect to the switching activities is equal to alpha L, that is switching activity towards the load capacitance. Next, CL into VDD square plus okay, I have two internal nodes. Okay, so in this combination I have connected only two. In general, maybe it is going to be more. So I have considered there are k number of nodes with the k number of capacitances. So plus summation of, okay, 1 tending to k alpha I Ci VDD, and these capacitors are going to be with VDD minus VT. So actually it is VDD square, VDD into VDD, but here VDD into VDD minus VT. So alpha I is nothing but the switching activity towards the internal node operation. So here the switching activity for the complex gates, okay, particularly with the power dissipation, in this case the switching activity with respect to the internal node capacitances along with the load capacitance.